your mommy teach you to share?
No!
It's Christmas time, but we're gonna talk about some spooky lost media. Airing only once in December 2002 on WB local affiliate channels nationwide, it's the Rhapsody Street Kids Believe in Santa. What is this exactly and why did it air once? Not much was known at the time other than it looked like utter fucking shit. The only proof of its existence were message board posts from 2002 laughing their asses off at this movie. Rhapsittie was unseen for over a decade, but why was this worth finding? We just want to laugh at things that are so bad it's funny, okay? It wasn't until 2015 where it was finally uploaded online. Behold.
Smithy's small and round, he's closest to the ground. He's nobody's fool, the coolest kid in school.
Oh my God!
Oh wow, where to start? These kids are so ugly Jared from Subway wouldn't kidnap them. And look at these houses, were they constructed on the first Sims video game? How this was found and why this was made is a story that involves a possible scam artist, acclaimed voice actors, and Scientology. I'm not kidding. We'll get into that after I make fun of or review this film. But why make fun of something that was likely produced by a group of beginner animators from a rat hole college like CalArts?
Have fun digging in the trash. Hope you find the garbage you're looking for.
That kind of sounds like Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons.
I want a pony for Christmas.
And that sounds like voice actor Grey Delisle.
No surprises there. That's how I get most of my suits.
And that sounds a lot like Mark Hamill, who is Luke Skywalker of Star Wars and the voice of the Joker. But no way is that possible. No. Oh no, that really is them? And Jodie Benson, Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Paige O'Hare, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and many more legitimate people? This is somehow a professional production? And that's why it must be destroyed. Let's find out why Rhapsody Street Kids is not only the worst Christmas special ever, but also the 7th worst cartoon ever. In no particular order. It's Juice and Jam time. In this straight-to-TV stinker, we join up with aspiring rapper Ricky, who's just coming home from school on a bus that's on fire, likely for how hot his rhymes are. Ricky is just minding his own business, walking through town and... Look at all those JPEGs. If only Ricky could afford it with his allowance. I suppose he'll just walk home sad. This lasts 40 seconds. Take that. Ricky's just a poor boy in a poor family. His only family member seems to be a grandma who talks like this for unexplained reasons.
Christmas. Oh, how?
But he's not alone. The rule of every story is the main character must always have a wacky black and or fat friend. The only friend Ricky's got is Smithy. Smithy's trait is he likes sandwiches and violently throwing stuff at girls who are nice to him and assumes wants to date him when no, not gonna happen. Smithy, that wasn't very nice of you. Go outside and freeze to death where your kind belong.
Good! I'm ready to skate bigger and faster than my mom can make the biggest sandwich in the world!
Repeat that?
I'm ready to skate bigger and faster than my mom can make the biggest sandwich in the world!
I'm ready to skate bigger and faster than my mom can make the biggest sandwiches in the world. Does it mean? This entire school is a hole. Have you seen their teacher, Miss Parmington, who looks like a low-poly background character in the Simpsons hit-and-run video game?
I keep making God madder and madder.
Somehow she happens to look worse than everybody around her, which I didn't think was possible. With her being a teacher, I assumed she'd be more concerned for her students, yet she is yabba-dabba done with their shit. I think her least favorite student is the main character Ricky with all his rhyming.
I said after recess because I need a recess. Okay, let's go out and do some skating. You won't catch me hesitating. That will be enough, Ricky.
Ricky, you gotta stop it with this rap career and learn to create dubstep like everyone else who gave up on their dreams. Even more concerning about Miss Parmington is there's kids being harassed right in front of her and she offers the worst advice.
Miss Parmington, get him away from me!
Get him away from me.
That means he likes you. He just doesn't know he does.
Yeah, let's all just pretend abuse equals love. This won't fuck over our minds in due time. That one girl who busts my balls every so often, she wasn't mean to me. She was just being a tsundere. You like that? I drew that. Hey, look, it's the principal. Maybe he'll do something about this.
How are you and our little angels doing?
Our little angels are doing just fine. Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ, she is fucking hammered. Despite all her rage, you think she would take it out on the bullies, but no. If this story couldn't get any more dysfunctional, Ricky is not exactly the most popular kid in school.
Let me know anytime you want to fall down again. I'll be glad to shove you in the right direction.
Oh, linguo sad.
Time to share our love and joy.
Happy fucking birthday. That's right, Natty, now you sweet piece of shit.
These bullies never let the other kids catch a break. We're just trying to have a nice time ice skating, but y'all are ruining everything.
I'm gonna take your sandwich. You won't get away from me!
Look out, Smithy. Run. Run as if your life depended on it, which considering this is a public school, it probably does. Oh no, they got him. They got him by the ass.
Hey, Todd, I can feel a big tug. Get it? Big tug?
Okay, this is getting a little weird. I'm calling the police. This school don't mess around, and thank the God you're not allowed to pray to during school hours. It's the last day of class before winter break. The kids themselves are exchanging their secret Santas. It's here where we meet the snobby rich girl, Nicole, who just received her present.
Oh, hey, that is so cool. I wish I had one. Here.
Pick that shit up, you prude.
Cheap is not cool, Lene.
Nicole is a bigger tool than Tim the Toolman Taylor, yet Ricky just has to be in love with her. How Ricky shows it just comes off as desperate. But then again, who am I to judge?
Watch me, everyone. Watch what I can do.
I'll watch you, Nicole.
Not you.
Rick. And I didn't think it could get any colder out here.
I'm gonna store you in my phone as liquid nitrogen. 'Cause that's how cold you are.
Damn, Ricky, step up your game. Ricky's only chance to win her over is to give her something other than the D, the teddy bear his late parents gave to him before passing on. Nicole has no idea that teddy bear has any significant meaning and doesn't care.
Have you lost your mind? I can't even exchange this nasty old thing.
You might be smart with books, but you sure are stupid. I give you a real gift, and you don't get it.
Shit, he just dropped a freestyle diss. Nicole trashes the doll and goes home to literally sing about how great she is. In case you forgot, this is a musical and this song is sung by the same actress as Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Look at me, look and you'll see the best kid in the world.
The song could have been fine, but they're so limited in their animation, she's just standing in place as they cut to the same 5 camera angles through the entire thing. The odd criticism about Rhapsittie Street Kids is if it weren't for the animation, it would actually be a fairly decent Christmas special, but still very flawed. Like the following scene where Ricky writes a letter to Santa.
Dear Santa,
You are a bitch ass nigga.
thank you, your friend, Ricky Rogers.
Remember, Ricky, don't forget to put some anthrax in the envelope so it'll stay fresh. Even after all the bad stuff Nicole did, Ricky still wishes Nicole a Merry Christmas in the letter. That's nice, but Ricky drops Santa's letter on the way to the mailbox without even noticing. The envelope ends up outside Nicole's house, where she commits a federal crime by opening a letter not addressed to her, and reads about how much that bear she threw out meant. her only form of redemption is to be crucified. But this is for kids, so dumpster diving she goes with Ricky's friends to find the teddy.
So you're shopping at the dumpster. Do they take credit cards?
Obviously not. What stupid logic would that be? A dumpster taking credit cards? What sort of economic service could a dumpster provide that requires a built-in credit and debit card reader? For what reason would a dumpster need that? Did you fucking think about that, you fuck ginger piece of red-haired stepchild shitmonger? God damn, I wish I could choke you like I choke my dick, but I'd rather not get another boner in public. Holy shit, I hope it's kick a ginger day every day in this rat hole you call a town that you'll be working in as a manure shoveler one day while you raise a kid from a broken condom. So no, I don't think the dumpster takes credit cards. Whew, okay. So they find the bear in a junkyard and deliver it back to Ricky, but he does not want it.
Doesn't it mean a lot to you?
Yes. And so does friendship.
Line. Everyone is happy, and they have a Merry Christmas and learn to believe in Santa.
Great Grandma, you always know just what to say. Christmas.
True dat, yo. True dat. Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to all.
Shut that door.
Oh God, way to end your special on that act of hostility. You know, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. Now, the movie is over, and if you stick around for the credits, you get this message. No, it never got made.
We'll return to a Cartoon Network Christmas. Happy holidays! Now back to a Cartoon Network Christmas. Happy holidays!
I've got the most beautiful wife and daughter. And of course, they have the most handsome husband and father.
That was on national TV. Good God, that was like a season 1 episode of Ruby, except with decent voice acting. We got that out of the way, now we can figure out how this was made. Let's check out the website from the animation studio Wolf Tracer Productions. On this site we can see other wonderful projects Wolf Tracer Studios created, such as realistic animation. It's very hard to find any videos of their other works, like their sketch show, Not Quite Right. Let's take a gander at this. I want to get off the ride. The only other movie of theirs I can find is Dinosaur Island, but more on that later. This site brags how Rhapsittie was done in 4 months. 4 months to create a 40-minute long animation sounds impressive, but I took another look at Rhapsittie and I believe it. They also boast how the lead animator worked on the Enter the Matrix video game. Ooh, well, that explains a lot on both ends. Reminder, in 2003, this held the record for the most expensive video game ever to develop at the time. Just how did Rhapsittie Kids happen? How did they get so many high-profile people to make something so crappy? It's the Expendables 3 of animation. Well, according to the Cartoon Lampoon podcast, to which they emphasize for legal reasons, this is what they were told by Dykate, owner and founder of the Lost Media Wiki, a site dedicated to cataloging info on lost films, cartoons, music, etc. Dykate contacted the creator of Rhapsittie Street Kids, Colin Slater, to find a copy, which at the time was nowhere online. Colin's copy was stored on something called DigiBetaTape, a format intended only for TV broadcast. It cost $125 to transfer to a digital format at a processing lab. Somehow, through miscommunication, Colin got the tape transferred offered twice and wanted the Lost Media Wiki owner, Dykate, to pay double for it, which he did. Dykate thought it was shady since duplicating a file on a computer is easy and free. After paying, Dy got no response from Colin, no file, and Colin vanished for months with no replies to any emails. After exhausting every contact method, Dy just flat out called Colin a scam artist on his YouTube channel where he uploaded his other film, Dinosaur Island. Colin disabled the comments and finally replied, claiming he does not own the rights to Rhapsittie and can't give it out and won't return Dy's money. After many email exchanges, Colin finally forked over the movie, Dy uploaded it, and the two never spoke to each other after.
Believe in Santa. Yeah!
That's right, that's right. I believe in Santa.
If you believe it.
Naruto, Naruto, believe it.
Once again, I'm retelling a story from a podcast, retelling someone else's personal email story, so don't go harassing anyone for info or whatever. They say this Colin Slater guy is very shady, and I believe it. His IMDb discloses how he's produced over 2,000 hours of TV and film, but his only works listed are Rhapsittie and Dinosaur Island. His Twitter is just reposts of random stuff. I don't know what it's about. Colin's some sort of music producer / owns a stock music library. He brags about the views his YouTube channel gets when there's a video with over 120,000 views and only 2 likes. The podcast noted Colin got in trouble for selling plagiarized books on Amazon, so he's got a lot of shady stuff going on. With even further research from this podcast, Colin was apparently known for posting about Xenu and Scientology, and one of the other producers / actors for this film was Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson and proud Scientologist. A proud enough Scientologist to make telemarketing messages to promote it with Bart Simpson's voice without the Fox Network's approval.
Hey, what's happening, man? This is Bart Simpson. Just kidding. Don't hang up. This is Nancy Cartwright, and this is a very special phone call to you. I'm now auditing on new OT7 and have been asked to speak at the Flag World Tour event on January 31st in the Grand Ballroom at the Hollywood and Highland Center at 6:30 p.m. It's gonna be a blast, man.
So this podcast is speculating Colin met Nancy through Scientology, who helped fund the film and had connections with the other industry voice actors. Again, speculation from this podcast, not me. Don't blame me. It's them. We did it. It does make sense. Imagine if you heard a talent scout say, hey, we're working on a Christmas special, and the voice of Bart Simpson will be in it as a producer, so it's gotta be legit. They'll probably play this special every year, and you'll get royalties every time it plays, so it's a good investment. I can understand that happening. What I don't understand is Mark Hamill returning for Dinosaur Island as the main character. Does Mark even remember recording for this?
There it is.
Blake!
No more. I am done with this. But I will show you the best part, where this guy is carried by a pterodactyl, shot by a flare gun, and falls to certain doom. But oh no, looks like his nuts broke the fall. He falls again and is saved by the world's greatest wedgie. Hold on to your underwear. Suddenly, I am reminded of that one news story of someone killing a man via atomic wedgie. Yes, really.
But the argument turned violent. Blood on the walls and the victim's underwear pulled up over his head.
Nobody that I've had contact with has seen anything like this before. The asphyxia, we believe, is coming from the atomic wedgie.
Like I said before, if Rhapsittie had better animation, it could have been an okay special. The music's decent and reminds me of the Night Before Christmas I reviewed last year about a kid with dreadlocks during Christmas aspiring to be a rapper. Hey, wait a minute. Do I recommend it? Yeah, for a laugh. But as this video ends, I wanted to read the testimonial from the daughter of one of the producers who was also screwed over by Wolf Tracer Studios. She writes, "Story time. So way back in 2002, my dad teamed up with his friend and they started producing a company called J. Rose Productions. They had this idea for a Christmas movie, a tale about how the best gifts come from the heart. It was gonna be a huge hit. They got some great voice actors, Jodie Benson, Ariel in The Little Mermaid, Paige O'Hare, Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and Mark Hamill. If you don't know who Mark Hamill is, he was Luke motherfucking Skywalker. So then they got some animators on board, a guy with a company called Wolf Tracer. Seemed legit. Here's the concept art for the animation. Looks pretty good, right? Wrong! The animation was absolutely horrible. Everybody looked like a sex doll. My dad, however, was totally unaware of everything that was going on. He didn't check on production at all. He only saw it when it aired. On a fateful Christmas in 2002, it premiered on a bunch of stations that Warner Brothers owned. Warner Brothers approved of this and let it go on TV. Barely anyone watched it. It only aired once. But when you saw it, oh God, you saw it. You could not unsee the terrible animation. You could not unhear the awful raps and whiny songs. Children screamed, parents wept, and let us not forget Grandma. Oh God, Grandma.
Oh, see, kids nowadays.
I had the script for this movie. She was actually supposed to be saying words. So my dad dumped about $500,000 into this steaming shit pile of a movie for it to air once and never be heard of again. All the copies of the movie were lost. We could only find demo reels on VHS until it resurfaced on YouTube in 2015, and now we have the most beautiful Christmas story of all time. Rhapsittie Street Kids Believe in Santa. Fun fact, Whitney Houston allegedly recorded a soundtrack for this movie. It's yet to be found. Fun fact too, there was a sequel scheduled to air in spring of 2003, Rhapsittie Street Kids A Bunny's Tale. The movie was my dad's biggest disappointment. Besides me, of course.
Cartoon Network Holiday Rush.
Lots of great shows.
We've got so much. All through the month. 6 nights a week. We've got premieres.
Pop like a pig.
Brand new cartoons. Like Billy and Kim.
Classics like Grinch.
Not me, but him.
So many shows. So much to see. All the kids.
Don't forget me.
All week long we're singing this song.
We'll bring a new show to you.
Won't you watch and join us? Cartoon Network's Holiday Rush.
Cartoon Network's Holiday Rush, starting Sunday at 7 on Cartoon Network.